So I saw a video of a black woman saying, can we normalize black men protecting black women? No. You want to know why? Because it was black women who turned their back on the black man first. You gave up on him. You canceled him out. You kicked him out. You, black woman, turned your back on the black man first. And now you want to have the audacity to talk about them the way that you do after all the pain and suffering that you have put them through. There has always been a black family unit. Always. Since we was picking cotton.
Ever since slavery, black man has done nothing but ride for a black woman, died for a black woman, got lynched for a black woman, got alive for a black woman, got decapitated for a black woman. All the way to the 60s, black men always put their women first. Always. The feminism came. And what did feminism do? They turned the black woman against the black man. Because they tried everything in the book to destroy the nuclear black family. They tried everything. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. For 400 years, nothing worked. What was the final result? Let's use the black woman. And guess what? It worked. It worked. Even though the godmother, the great sister Shahrazad Ali told black women over 40 years ago, listen, feminism is lying to you. Feminism has nothing to do with a black woman and a black man. It is not our fight. Don't pay attention to feminism. She tried to warn black women 40 years ago.
They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. We have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on. Over 60% of our women are single, widowed, separated, or divorced. They don't have a man. I just came out of Florida and they got a housing complex that the Urban League built, which is a black organization that is for women and children only. They say they don't allow any men in there. I didn't have time to deal with it, but I talked about them real bad. That's the silliest program I've ever heard of. Them women that had men if they got a bunch of children.
But did they listen? No, they did not. No, they did not. They actually started believing, like the white women, that being a wife was wrong, that being a mother was wrong, that submitting to your man was wrong. They started believing that nonsense.
Hello, welcome to Reactions and Reviews. I'm your humble host, Eze. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show.
And fast forward to today in 2026. It took Gen Z men to walk away, to tell women, you know what? Fuck off, you're on your own. You wanted independency, you got it. It took Gen Z men to wake up black women to where now they are realizing, damn, it was all a lie. It was all a lie. Now I'm in my 40s, 50s, and 60s, no husband, no kid, no legacy, no nothing, thanks to feminism.
Ladies, feminism lied to us and we just ate it up. They told us that rebellion was power, but all it gave us was confusion, burnout, and situationships. In the eyes of feminists, you don't need no man, right? Okay, but why are you secretly craving love, stability, and protection? So somehow obeying God became oppressive, while being overworked, over-sexualized, and overlooked became empowerment. Please make it make sense.
How people still not realize that feminism is a sham? It's a scam. I'm telling you, it is a robbery. It's robbery of womanhood. Because my thing is everything they push for is opposite of what actually truly makes women happy and fulfilled. And I'm just how are people not seeing that? It's sad because people don't realize it until later on in their 40s, 50s, when they're single, they have no children, no family, and they were taught and pushed that in their 20s, they should be going out, they should be meeting as many partners as they can, experiencing life, enjoying and doing all of that. But then it's it becomes harder to have children. It becomes harder to settle down and get married. I'm not saying that it's impossible and no one can't, but it's true. Like in your 20s, it's easier to meet somebody and start settling down and getting married. Like as you get older, those things get harder.
I did not know that the feminist rhetoric had gotten so bad. Like it's so far gone to the point where it has convinced you ladies that motherhood is not even worth doing. Wow, that's crazy. Do y'all know it's women out here who can't even have kids? It's women out here who's like literally at the church altar praying on their knees every day to bear a child. But then you have women in the same world who have opted out because they say, oh, it's a sacrifice. I don't want to give up this and give up that. Like, we weren't put here to live for ourselves, right? Like, this is insane. Feminism, y'all, it's blue boy.
If you made it this far, hit that like button and leave a comment to trigger YouTube's algorithm. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to let you know every time I upload a new video.
If I'm married, right, which I am, I have a husband, right? Why would I want to just leave the house without him knowing? That doesn't make sense. I've never met a wife that prefers to be by herself. The wives I know, women that are around me, love being around their husband. They enjoy his company. I don't know what this like weird propaganda is, but like, I have no desire to have money without my husband or to leave the house without him. Like, I'd rather go out to eat with him than any of you guys. Like, I don't even like hanging with friends. Like, I prefer being with my husband. He's literally my best friend. So I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Feminism didn't do anything for me at all. All it did was create beef with y'all.
Feminism and modernity did was give women the false pressure that they have to do things by themselves and that they have to be hyper independent, and that the inability to do so actually means that they're maybe perhaps missing something, lacking something, or that they're too insecure. For example, I just listened to an interview not too long ago of a woman she identifies as an ex-feminist. She grew up really right when feminism and sexual liberation was taking off, and she just went head deep into it and was just all about it. And then now, decades later, she's going on to reflect on a lot of the different ideas that she adopted that actually were really harmful. And I think chief among those ideas is this idea that ladies should be able to do everything that men can do, but better, right? We should be able to be as independent, as successful, as self-assured, as aggressive, whatever it may be. And I'm not a person that says it's, wrong for women to have confidence or to pursue her dreams or whatever. Nothing wrong with that. But my point is, I think this culture has become so hyper individualistic that it's created this toxic independence that I see. These different TikTok trends, whether it's, the boss babes, the girl boss, which again, there's nothing wrong with a woman running her business, but this idea that a woman has the capacity to do everything in and of herself and be completely self-sufficient and not need input from anyone else, really not need input from a man. And the problem is, even if a woman has all the money in the world and an amazing job, at the end of the day, there is no substitution for a relationship. There is no substitution for community. There is no substitution for the satisfaction that a person, an individual gets when they are connected with someone else.
You see, my dear sisters, this is gonna sting a little. This is gonna hurt. It's a little bit too late. And why did I say that? Well, because the good men are married. The ones that's not married are not dating. And out of those that's not dating, majority of them are practicing abstinence. You see, what do you ladies have left? Gen Z men. And we all know Gen Z men don't give a shit about women. Now, what do you guys think? Do you agree or do you disagree? Either way, leave your comments below so we can start this conversation. Until the next video, stay safe in the streets. Later. That will wrap it up for today's episode. And thank you for joining me. So please, leave a comment below. If you agree, if you disagree, it doesn't matter. Leave the comment below. And also, you tell me what you want me to cover. You tell me what you want me to discuss and what you want me to react to, okay? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next episode. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let's rebuild the Black nuclear family. It is needed, okay? God bless.